at home. Hello everyone watching online on Facebook or on YouTube. Welcome to Betfred's Diski preview show. And as usual, every day I give you the latest when it comes to the sporting fixtures that are coming up for today. Today we don't have much to talk about. All we gotta talk about is the UEFA Champions League fixtures that are coming up today, this afternoon. So I'm gonna break them down a little bit, and then I'm also gonna give you my predictions at the end of this video. So make sure to stay tuned. First and foremost, obviously, with the Benfica versus Club Brugge game. Yes! It doesn't get any bigger than this, but let's talk about it. As you can see, I am on the stats page on betfred.co.za just to break it down a little bit for you and give you all the stats and all the information you need to place a sound, very sound bet. Starting off with the ratio of win probability. As you can see that Benfica, the home side, have a 68% win probability and a 19% draw probability, with Club Brugge win probability currently sitting at 13%. When you look at both teams' form, you can see it right there on the screen for yourself that it does weigh a little bit more on Benfica's side than it does on Club Brugge's side. And that's basically down to the fact that if you look at Club Brugge's current form, sitting at 50%, they have 2 wins, 3 draws, and 2 losses in their last few games. While on the other side, Benfica only have just the 1 loss in their last few games. So that kind of does paint a picture of how these two teams are going into this one. And what it says here is that Benfica is on a run of 4 games in a row, while Club Brugge are not on a streak of any kind. And looking at the last time they met in this competition in the first leg of this very tie, the 16th round, and you can see that match took place on the 15th of February, where Benfica won it by 2-0. And looking at how both teams have been faring outside of the Champions League, as you can see, Benfica are on a very incredible run. They managed to beat the likes of Club Brugge, as you can see there. Before that, they lost out to Brugge on penalties, but since then they've been able to win most of their games when it comes to open play. If you click on the show more button, you can see that this run extends all the way back down to when they faced Sporting Lisbon and drew by 2-2. So Benfica have been on a great run on their side. On the other side, for Club Brugge, it hasn't been that glitz and glam. They have struggled to pick up results in a few of their last previous games. The matches that follow for both these sides after this game, as you can see, after they play Club Brugge, Benfica have another game against Maritimo. That's the team they're going to face next. While on the other side for Club Brugge, after this game, they have Saint Lege. Those are the two teams they're going to be facing there. In terms of their league positions, as you can see, this is how they came out of the group stages, with Club Brugge finishing second in their group and Benfica managing to top Group H. So clearly, favorite is going to be Benfica in this one, and we cannot argue that fact, because if you look at the stats that I just shared with you right now, you can see that the form is pointing to Benfica. You can see that even outside of the UEFA Champions League, the form is pointing to Benfica. So when it comes to predicting this one, I mean, Benfica already 2 goals ahead in the tie, but don't forget, this is a matter of the next 90 minutes, and I think Benfica won't try to expend themselves too much. They will also look at who they'll have to face next in the UEFA Champions League, and they'll genuinely just want to play this game and make sure they don't concede much and make sure they walk away with all 3 points. They are at home as well, which is an added benefit, and that does paint a picture that says to me, Benfica, Benfica, Benfica. So it's either going to be a Benfica win for me or possibly a draw, and that will both will still see them go through. Talk about the other game that's taking place. It's Chelsea versus Borussia Dortmund. Now, with this one, not much can be said, not much can be complained about, but the fact that Chelsea and Dortmund are very, very seasoned when it comes to this competition. As you can see, the match is kicking off tonight at 10 p.m. And you can see it's a 50% win probability for Chelsea, 26% for the draw, and 24% for the Dortmund win. Now, looking at both of these teams' current form, obviously you expect to see Chelsea's form in shambles. Chelsea have a 36% form coming into this game, while Dortmund have been flawless. They have 100% form coming into this game in their last 7 games played. And looking at Chelsea, back to Chelsea again, 3 draws in a row, 3 losses in a row, and they picked up their first win just this weekend when they were playing against Leeds United in the Premier League, scoring by 1 goal and winning the game. So talking about their recent form, as you can see, Chelsea is not on a streak of any kind, while for Dortmund, they're on 5 games unbeaten, 5 straight wins. That's what they've got right now. The last time these two teams met was in this very competition on the 15th of February 2023 in the 16th round. This is the second tie of that fixture, where Dortmund managed to win it by 1-0. Now the question is, this one is currently on the wire. Will Chelsea be able to turn it around? Will Chelsea be able to see the next round of the UEFA Champions League? It boils down to what they can be able to put together against this Borussia Dortmund side. They're playing away. This is Dortmund. They're playing away, and they'll definitely want to play a safe game and make sure to minimize as much risk as possible so that they can ensure and also cement themselves in the next round of this competition. But let's talk about it. Chelsea coming into this game won a game against Leeds United by 1-0. Tottenham Hotspurs did beat Chelsea before that game against Leeds by 2-0. And if you look down at the form right here, you will see that it's been quite a struggle. Chelsea losing out to Tottenham Hotspur, Southampton, and also losing out to Borussia Dortmund, 3 losses in a row. And before that, 3 draws in a row, included a 1-1 draw against West Ham, a 0-0 draw against Fulham, and a 0-0 draw against Liverpool. On the other side, Dortmund have been looking quite so good in their own domestic competition. They managed to see off RB Leipzig, they managed to see off Hoffenheim, Hertha Berlin, Chelsea, Werder Bremen, Bochum, Freiburg, and Bayer Leverkusen, including Mainz as well. So it's been quite a while since this team tasted defeat. The last time they actually lost a game, you have to go all the way back. I'm actually looking for a game they lost. As you can see, everywhere Dortmund in green, not even draws. So they come into this game full of confidence. They come into this game brimming, knowing that they can go on to win this one. The last time it looks like they lost was last year in November against Borussia Mönchengladbach. But as you can see, since then, 5-1 against Düsseldorf, 6-0 against Basel, 4-3 against Augsburg, Mainz, Bayer Leverkusen, Freiburg, Bochum, Werder Bremen, Chelsea, Hertha Berlin, Hoffenheim, and Leipzig have all failed to beat the side. After this, Chelsea have to worry themselves with Premier League action. They'll be having to face Leicester City in their next match. That will be followed up by a game at home at Stamford Bridge. 3 games at Stamford Bridge back to back, with Everton, Aston Villa, and Liverpool all visiting Stamford Bridge in the next 2 months. While we look forward to Dortmund, they've got Chelsea in this game tonight, but they've got Schalke, Cologne, and Bayern Munich coming up in the next few matches in the Bundesliga. So Champions League action will be a plus for them if they manage to stay in this competition. As you can see, Chelsea are the team that finished the group in first, while Dortmund finished their group in second. They were in Group H. So going into this game, the dangerous players from Chelsea, I mean, with all the new signings, you can see exactly why they're struggling. I mean, the likes of Aubameyang arriving just this season and only managing to score 2 goals in the UEFA Champions League for the side. Raheem Sterling also managing to score 2 goals, who also arrived this season. But we're looking at João Felix, who also jumped ship and come to Chelsea. He's not on that stat sheet as yet. He'll be making his appearance in the Champions League for the second time for Chelsea in this game. While on the other side, we've got Borussia Dortmund with Jude Bellingham being the man who's been supplying them with the goals. As you can see, there are 4 goals, one of them being a first goal and 2 of them being a last goal. While you see Rafael Guerreiro also not left behind, 5 appearances in the Champions League for this team, managing to get 2 goals and 1 assist. And then as further we go down, the more we see a very good picture of what's going to happen in this game. So that's how they go into this game. And when it comes to make a prediction for this one, it obviously has to boil down to just one thing, and that's going to boil down to the form of Borussia Dortmund. I think with the form they're currently in, it's hard to write them out of this game. It's hard to say that they won't go on and pick up all 3 points. I mean, not all 3 points. It's hard to say that they won't go on to the next round. So what I'm going to do here, I'm definitely going to go for maybe a Chelsea fight, maybe a Chelsea 2 goals and a Borussia Dortmund 3 goals, but I do definitely see goals in this one. I see an open game. I do think that when it comes to this one, Dortmund will take it all the way, but Chelsea will take them all the way to the wire. As you can see, even the win probability, regardless of Chelsea's form in recent time, is sitting at 50%, and that all boils down to the fact that maybe these players, this new generation of Chelsea, might be hungry enough to go to the next round of the competition. Their manager as well, knowing very well that his job could be at risk, might push his players and push his team. But on the other side, Borussia Dortmund coming in with a solid ship, a solid win record, a solid form, and they might be the winners. I see Dortmund going through, to be honest with you, but I do definitely think Chelsea will push them all the way. So that's the Diski preview show. Every day I'll be on your airwaves, whether on YouTube, Facebook, or on TikTok, to give you the latest when it comes to football, also to give you what matches to expect from today, and also to share with you my predictions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.